Welcome back, everybody. Yeah. Anyway, flip here. Today we got also known as Limp mode because it's still a factory 4.3 automatic transmission. AC's code. Heater will run you out. I don't know if I brought this truck to the YouTube channel yet or not, but this happens to be my 16-year-old daughter's truck, and she loves it very, very well. See her little Papa John's visor in there? But anyway, today on the episode of One Man Band Garage, I drove this truck to go pick my blood pressure medicine up this morning, and as I was walking out of the pharmacy, I seen something on the back side of the tire, and it kind of startled me. These are brand new tires, you all. Literally, I bet they ain't 3 months old, and already got cord hanging. So, that being said, without further ado, can anybody guess what we're doing today? If you guess ball joints, ding, 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 you are correct. We're going to put upper, lowers, the whatever you want to call that, inner and outer tie rods. I've got all this brand new I've had for the red and white truck, but in an orderly fashion, you know, I've upgraded from like the stock replacement stuff to the better stuff for it. So, that is what we're doing today. I've already got, a head start on it. Got this wheel off, well, you see what I've got off. But, any hoozles. I'm sure there's 1,001 ways out here to do this job. But I'm going to show you mine. Simple. You take your steering component off where you can turn the rotor. And as you can see, whoop, let me turn that light around. I done got the lower nut loose and the upper. And I know people that's gonna squall about those pickle forks. Them pickle forks messes up more than they fix. When literally you just take yourself a hammer, like right there on that spindle, boop, there's that one. And on this upper one, boop. It's that simple, folks. Stay the heck away from those pickle forks. They rip the boots and all that. When I had to hit the bottom one a couple times more than what it normally would take, because I'm holding the phone and trying to record where y'all can see just how easy it really is. But them pickle forks is more damage than anything. Trust me. But anyway, now that they're broke loose, you literally just back the nut off and then pull the whole spindle off. I still got the shock hooked up, and I still got the sway bar hooked up. That way it ain't going to just take off and go crazy, which I'm replacing the shock. Normally I wouldn't suggest you to let the weight of the shock hold that spring weight and stuff, but I am replacing the shock. And not today, but we are replacing those sway bar links. So, I'm not much worried about like the shock holding the weight. It'd be fine. But if you insist, you can always put you a jack underneath the control arm there, hold the weight, whatever. This is just my way of doing it. But let me set this down. I'm going to pull this spindle off and I'll bring you right back. And just like that, spindle and all's off. And right there is a so sign telling me that this lower ball joint's been bad for a minute. Let's shout out to David, the guy I got the truck from. When I got the truck, he told me he thinks that the ball joints need to be replaced. I mean, I do give him that. But now that my kid's driving it, you know, I'll drive junk. It don't bother me. That's all I've ever owned is junk my whole life. But one thing about my junk that I drove, I didn't have nobody buy it for me. I drove junk because it's what I could afford. Anyway. Anyhoozles. So, I'm gonna, in order to get this, see this right here's never been changed. See those pop rivets? You gotta grind them pop rivets out, and then the new one bolts in. But this lower one, you gotta press it out and press it back in. Fun thing. Fun thing about this is, this is just one side. We still got the whole other side to do. So, ride with me. I'll bring you back shortly and give you an update. Okay, I'm back. Got the other one out. And let me tell you, it fit me every way it possibly could. Like, every single way. I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, there it is. You gotta grind the head off, and the best way I found is that air chisel. After you get the head grind down smooth with this, take that air chisel, knock them right out. Whoop, sorry about that. But yeah, top one's out. Shout out to my buddy Marshall. He hooked me up with these after he took out his tooler control arms. And they're great. Oh, I should have just left that. Protect. Oh no, it has come off. And just like that, we'll run the bear with me. And just like so, we're going to run the bolts up through the bottom. Like that. Washer and then the nut. Now that I got them on there, I just got to get the wrench and tighten them up. But you get the gist. Now the lower ball joint in itself is a different animal. The lower ball joint, you gotta have a ball joint press. But we got it. Shout out to our friend at Vance's, Tammy. Appreciate you more than I could ever thank you. I want you to know that I do appreciate everything you do for me and my family. You mean a lot to us. But, alright, we're going to tighten this upper one up and get started on that lower one. That way we can assemble this and hop to the other side. Word to the wise. When taking the lower ball joint out, you have to cut some off or you won't get the tool to fit. Just a quick note. Now that it's out, we got to reverse everything we just did. Reverse mean press the bottom one in. Of course, the top one's already in. Then the spindle and all that good jazz. But anyhoozles. Smoke break. Woo! I tell you what, something as simple as a ball joint is turned into a freaking nightmare. But anyway, we are getting it back on the home stretch now on the driver's side. Still got a whole passenger side to do. But I don't recommend a person that's not really mechanically inclined to tackle this job, especially the lower ball joint. The top ball joint they could probably do, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just saying. But anyway, on to the other side. Okay, folks. Now getting started on the passenger side. Yeah. I got this far so much, well, this much so far. But, anywhoozles. Fun. Walk you over here to this other side. Everything on this side is done. Inner outer tie rods, all that, ball joints, upper, lower. Good to go.